And welcome to the first ever Simulcast Central podcast. I'm Sensei with your other admins.
I'm Devinkun. Yeah.
That was pretty bad.
Should I introduce myself?
Yeah, that's what I was setting you up.
Oh, okay.
God damn it, Devin, you ruined it already.
No, let's just keep rolling. I'm Devinkun. I have a huge ego. My favorite love live is Rin. Sensei is my bae. And today, I banned Jer, and I'm feeling pretty good. Neko?
Weren't we going Sensei next? But whatever.
No, he doesn't even
I'm
count. He's not an admin.
Necromancer. I'm the base lowly good. And I actually have a kind of fun fact we were talking about earlier. Is one time I had a threesome that included my doggy, which kind of puts all you plebs in your place.
Plebs.
So, yeah.
Alright, Sensei.
I'm Sensei, and I had an Asian girlfriend, so I have a +1 than all of you faggots.
And, last but not least, Chris Kun.
Shocking truth. I'm
Wow.
Chris Kun.
Wow, yeah, you spent so long on that one, I can tell. You little fuck.
4 out of 10.
4 out of 10. Alright, so
I
okay.
wouldn't even give it that.
Oh, God.
I was trying to be nice, you
Terrible.
goddamn faggot.
Okay, so today we will be talking about what went above our expectation, what met our expectations, and what disappointed us for Anime Spring 2014. So let's start with went above. And we're going to start with Chaika, because I feel like it.
Alright, so I actually went into it with no expectations. I don't know, really. Did any of you guys really look into it beforehand?
No, I didn't.
Look into it. I had some expectations, but that was based off the description.
I know Jintoku was hyping it like crazy, but that's all I knew.
I went by what the cover art was, and I thought Chaika was cute. And that was all that kind of drove me to watch it.
Yeah, she was actually a lot cuter than I was expecting, obviously, though, once you heard her talk and stuff.
Actually, the talking part kind of threw me off a little bit. I didn't like that at first, but after I really gave it, it really sticks to her character. Especially when they added in the second Chaika, the red one.
Did you start reading the manga after then? Because I know you said, or manga, whatever the fuck you pronounce it.
Manga, yeah.
So you started reading after?
No, I just looked up spoiler images.
Oh, wow, that sounds... Why would you do that?
Because I go on A, and that's all it is.
Alright. Chris, Sensei, you have anything to add?
Well, I actually, I had some good expectations for this anime, and I can't say it met everything, but I have really enjoyed it. Chaika's been a very good character. I really liked to have Toru as a main character. It was a little different. We've been getting too many teenage, male, angsty main characters for, the longest time. And it was nice to see someone who was actually confident in his skills, and the fact that he was kind of almost selfish, but in an endearing way. He was kind of more... He wanted a purpose in life. And, that's one thing I like that's done different.
I don't know. The only thing about Toru that I cannot stand is that he has the worst hair in anime history.
Excuse me, have
Really?
you seen Yu-Gi-Oh! Arc 5?
Oh, yeah.
I wouldn't
see
say
how
he
his
has
hair-
worst hair.
His hair's fine. Neko,
Yo,
you're
his
being...
hair
It's
is
a
so
goddamn
stupid.
tomato.
Yo, it's so stupid.
Have you seen your Homura wig? Jesus.
Yo, that was uncalled.
That was cheap.
That was uncalled.
Okay,
I tried so
goddamn.
hard.
let's go Brynhilder next. So okay, me and Chris and Sensei we all like this. So should we start?
I really liked the first opening. The first opening was really good.
I've
You love the
enjoyed
wubs.
both openings, but, it was kind of different to see not techno, whatever, dubstep, I guess. Even though I usually hate it.
I don't know. But it doesn't matter. We shouldn't even be talking about the openings. We're talking about the anime.
Yeah, that's completely unrelated.
So I read the synopsis, and I just got out of it. Like, it looked really shitty. What was it? I have it right up here. Original manga revolves around high school boy Ruta Murakami, who cannot forget his female childhood friend whom he let die in an accident, feeling that he must fulfill their promise to prove that aliens exist. Which it really has nothing to do with that, it seems like.
I think that'll
not
come into
really.
play later, but I think he's kind of intentionally avoiding that for the time being.
Yeah, there's literally like almost nothing about aliens, it seems.
Well, that's where, going back to a couple episodes ago, where...
Don't spoil.
The alien aspect is there. They definitely mention it a lot, but they don't really expand on what the aliens are.
Well, I wanted to talk my expectations. For some reason, I didn't even read the synopsis for it. I just said I'd watch it. And when I saw the picture, I thought I thought it was just going to be kind of a feelsy slice of, I mean, not slice of life, excuse me, but a feelsy anime. I thought it was just going to be about him pretty much being depressed about his childhood friend all the time.
I think he has one of the best harems this season. Actually, I definitely better than Kanjo, my flag, in my opinion, anyway.
Oh yeah, I liked every girl so far.
Every single girl has been good, except I don't really dig big breasted chick because she really doesn't even have.
I wouldn't really add her to the harem too much. She hasn't even really shown that much romantic interest in the main character.
No, not really.
But I didn't realize until after I watched the first episode, this was from I believe the creator of Elfen Lied, if I remember right.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah, this was his second big project.
That's pretty good. Wow, I'm surprised.
Or at least his biggest hit show.
How great lengths the main character goes to save his harem. He's literally actually risking his life.
That's one. A lot of characters are self-righteous too often, but he kind of feels a little more justified in it. He's got that experience with losing his childhood friend. He doesn't want to lose friends anymore. Mm-hmm. So I think it feels more justified than just I'm a good guy.
And okay, we didn't even talk about anime of the season. Right now, Chris's anime of the season. Na.
Buried Treasure.
Went above our expectations, all of us, because I watched the PV and I thought it was just kind of like CGI, didn't look that great. It looked alright. But that obviously went like Indiana Jones the anime, as some people have been calling it.
Well, the whole intro screamed Indiana Jones. In fact, wasn't there a boulder?
Yeah, there was a boulder.
I was like, what is this, Raiders of the Lost Ark?
We should actually talk about the anime.
Phantasy Star Online, that blew my mind, and I was like, I like
this. So anime of the season because it has PSO2 in it.
Yep.
Right?
Hands down.
Everybody?
Definitely, yes.
Agree on that? No, but seriously, not enough treasure hunting anime out there. Do you guys know name one other anime that has to do with treasure hunting? Anybody?
I could name shows, but really... even movies, but not really anime. That's what kind of interested me about the show.
And it actually, literally solving riddles. I don't know anything like that either, really. I mean, it's kind of like detective in a way, but not... it's puzzles.
Riddle and puzzle solving has been in anime before. Hyoga does it a lot.
Really?
Yeah.
So anything else?
Nana does it to a physical degree with its puzzle solving. More of a, you're risking your life for this one.
Yeah.
Right.
And then the treasures are always badass.
Uh-huh.
I don't know.
It's fantastic.
My waifu of the season came from that.
Yeah, Tensai.
It's definitely an interesting show, but, and one thing that was interesting is how 180 the show went from pretty much episode 2 to episode 3.
No, wasn't episode 4 where just everything
was it episode 4?
Yeah, it was episode 4 where everything just went completely 180. It was ridiculous.
Yeah. Kind of got dark. And you
didn't even know. No, storyline just went everywhere. You didn't know where it was, but it
at
brought
first
it back.
I didn't like that, but then I was like, it's actually done well.
Yeah, it was done well, and the thing is, when most animes try to do that, they usually don't bring it back, or they end up fucking it up. And I think, it's one of the only animes that did it right.
Mm-hmm. Let's move on to Neko's anime of the season.
Anime of the season? Yeah, let's go.
No Life. As soon as I saw it, I was hooked. I mean, I just can't. I don't know. I love it. It's just...
Well, why don't you say some things you like about it? So.
Yeah. It's just cute girls, animation, lollies.
No, not even girls. It's the
Let's talk about the animation.
There's two lollies, okay.
Yeah, and they're the best of the season. I don't know.
And Devin, your profile picture.
Yeah.
Or did you already forget about her?
Yep. She's,
Hell, it's our page profile picture. God damn it.
I didn't even ask you guys. I just kind of fucking
Way to drop the ball, Devin.
Okay, literally talk about the show. This is terrible.
I know the storyline isn't exactly original. It was done before. I can't remember the name of the anime.
Chris is the anime.
It was done fairly recently. Not like in the past. It was 3 seasons ago, maybe 4. It might have been a year.
2 winters ago.
Oh, anyway. Okay, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Don't have this argument. Okay. It doesn't even. It's irrelevant.
If we're going to talk about it, we're going to talk about more relevant things to the show, plot, characters, and all that.
But Chris, talk about the similarities. I want to hear this.
The playing games, everything that's decided by game was in both shows. The fact that territories are claimed by in Problem Children it was by like sort of guilds.
Mm-hmm.
But and
It's races.
No game is races and nations.
It's pretty much the same thing. Okay, what would you say is better?
I'd say they're pretty equal.
Wow.
Actually. Yeah. No game focuses on the tactics and really like takes the games apart. Whereas Problem Children kind of focus more on the action and what's going on during the game with better characters, I would say.
No game has good characters, but they don't feel something about them.
The only ones you can really love is Sora, Shiro, and Steph.
I don't know. People are gonna fucking tear you apart for not mentioning Jibril. They're gonna kill you.
Yeah.
Chris.
Nah,
They love Jibril and her big boobs.
She's got nothing. She doesn't really have any really compelling master.
People have already turned it off.
Master.
Stop. People have already turned off our podcast now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good job, Chris. You ruined it for us. GG, guys. Page over.
We lost
You
like
guys
half
completed
of
it.
our fans. Thanks.
Unpublished.
Okay, let's go. Moe Usagi Cafe is the Order a Rabbit. It's the moeest thing I've ever watched.
You guys really, I guess I started anime on Moe, like K-On! Was one of my first, like, airing animes that I've ever watched, so.
Oh, that you started on Moe.
Mm-hmm.
So
I
yeah,
didn't know that.
I
That's
love
crazy.
Moe, and I love this series. It just adds more than Moe. It seems like the characters are actually, like, developing in a way. I don't know, especially, I can't ruin it, because, like, it was 2 episodes ago.
Oh, Con? Or are you talking about Usagi Cafe right now?
Yeah.
Alright.
K-On's
I mean-
obviously my favorite anime, but Usagi Cafe, I don't know, I really I just love it.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
I mean, I can't really say the show is developed in the way I think you're portraying it. But I mean, I love it. It's one of my favorite shows this season. But it feels kind of almost standard Moe, but just done better.
I don't know. I thought it was a lot funnier than I was expecting in Octo.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying. It's done.
It's like, and you think of some of the jokes, they're very witty. Like, they're well thought out.
Every character is absolutely
I
lovable.
mean, you see all those Metal Gear Solid references.
Yeah, that's one thing everyone in the podcast is going to understand. I'm a huge Metal Gear fag, and they've made less than 2 Metal Gear references, a Rambo reference and a Terminator reference in the Moe show.
Alright, so I guess we could talk about Kawaii Complex.
It's funny, I didn't have much expectations, but if I had known who wrote it, I would have had much higher expectations, and I love the show.
Yeah, that's why I really went into it, like, with as high on a fucking pedestal that I do, because the guy who wrote Love Lab wrote this, and I love Love Lab. I know the jokes aren't as the same, or, like, but it still was pretty funny. The first episode had found, like, similar jokes, but now the jokes have kind of eased off, and it's more story, like, character development based.
Mm-hmm.
I would definitely say that the characters for Kawaii are some of the best this season. Like, with development and learning your characters and being able to connect to them.
I just gotta say that the supporting cast is some of the best I've seen in a while. Every character is lovable.
Having a masochist as part of your supporting cast really opens up his jokes. Like, they can make a joke about almost everything, it seems.
And they really have made a joke about everything.
Yeah. Okay, one sec. Stop. I'm stop podcast right now. Guys, we are back. If you noticed Eric sounded like shit, it's because he was playing Team Fortress 2. Oh, not Eric. I meant Sensei.
Oh no!
Admins have
know I
real
have
names.
an actual name.
1 Week Friends. 50...
Which is me and Devin's anime of the season. 51st Dates, the anime, pretty much.
51st Dates anime. Except it was way better than that movie, I think.
I didn't actually like that movie, but it's not great.
Yeah, it's...
But pretty much it's the same premise, except instead of losing the memory every day, she loses it once a week on Monday. And it only affects her friends. It doesn't affect anything else like schoolwork or non-friends, family, just friends.
Just friends, and I'm not going to spoil why that is, even though we know, kind of.
Yeah, absolutely no spoiling it. I'm just going to say they're getting there to, explaining it, and it's, I guess you could say, part of the mystery of the show.
Would you say it's the feelsiest of this season? Or is Black
I'd say
Bullet?
so, honestly. Especially I'm not going to spoil it again. The way it's gotten has really created some strong emotions for me.
I know you guys aren't as big on 1 Week Friends, but do you have anything to say or add?
I don't have much to say about this except for the fact that when I went into it, I was expecting a hell of a lot of feels, but I ended up with light, fluffy, happy time.
So
yeah, I actually agree with Chris there. I was expecting it to be like, she's always forgetting him. He's trying his hardest to remember. But there's a big chunk where they're just all like happy-go-lucky. I know
like we're all friends. Yeah, I can get a little bit of that.
And it was just like, I didn't get the feels from that.
Part of me kind of likes
More recent
that, though.
episodes.
I think I feel with Eric too. I feel with both of you.
Because, I mean, I understand.
I
you know,
like the light, fluffy stuff though. So.
Mhm. I mean, I like a sad anime as much as the next guy, but it's nice that it's broken apart by, generally them making progress and being happy.
Yeah,
I think you get some development you don't get in a sad anime like that.
Okay, so this next one's going to be only you and Nathan. The fantastic, I don't even know the full name, Dragoneer.
Sorry, 1 minute. Who the fuck is Nathan?
Oh, God,
definitely not Neko.
Oh,
Definitely not Neko. I meant
Who got
Necromancer.
mad at
Necromancer
too?
and Sensei. I meant to say.
I mean, Dragonar, it was just, a fantasy, actually. You get that every season, and they're always, subpar. They're just...
And there's sometimes you get more than one a season.
This is a copy and paste soon, guys. Like,
I mean, it's not over-the-top fan service, which you usually expect, like High School DxD, or
I don't
whatever
know,
that
it's-
is.
The-
Those
those tits are blimps.
I mean, there's no nipples. That kind of...
well, they
I
literally
guess-
didn't they literally remove the nipples? All the nipples have been removed this season.
Yes.
Just for the Blu-rays.
They're just everybody's just kind of. It's no more
nipples
censoring.
anime.
Just remove the nipples.
Such a cop-out. Love it. I think it met my expectations because it's everything I expected. It was just tits and occasionally cute girls. It's really
But
cliche.
But tits.
Tits
Yeah.
without nipples are not tits. They're just...
Dude, I was really pissed off when No Game did that.
That feels kind of a lowly, so I mean, actually,
Yeah.
kind of like a couple weeks old, really.
Yeah, but she's
When
a
you think about
dragon.
That's
She's
kinda
not
fucked up,
even- I don't even care.
Okay.
But
So
I just wanted to comment, I think a lot of people, if anyone has ever watched Familiar Zero, this is essentially reverse Familiar Zero. If you've seen Familiar Zero, you've seen Dragon R.
Yes.
Can you agree with
but-
that, Nathan?
Yes, but what's her name? Ray someone. The Sundra Queen who voices Louise and all those. They got a voice actor to do a voice like her when they could have hired her. The only thing she's doing this season is that what's it called? Mangaka to assistant.
mm-hmm.
That's about it. She
she's
should
doing
have been
that?
the role. Yeah. She's one
I
of the
did not know
characters.
that.
Yeah, she's in there, but she should have been in this show. If she would have played the dragon girl, what's her name, Echo?
Echo.
Yeah, it would have made her character so much better. The fact that they got a girl to sound kind of like her, but it's not her, really threw me off.
Well, it's actually fine to me, it's pretty similar.
It is, but it's not her.
Yeah,
And she's
you might as well just went with her if she only had one other show. And she's in a short, nonetheless.
I know she's probably more expensive than this girl, but still.
Next, we're talking about me and Chris. We only ones who've seen this. Love Live. We watched S1 together. We're watching S2 together, and it is the gayest thing I've watched this season.
The gayest thing this season, last season, every season.
Muse Daisuki Nia.
Nico ni.
Yeah. Nathan, you said it was the best selling
Yes, it is.
for pre-sales.
Yeah, but he's...
Like how bad is it beating everything into the ground? Like
Not... JoJo is a close third, I think, but I can't remember the charts off by heart right now.
I
But
remember the numbers were vastly different. Love Live was like, 50,000 points or something like that?
Yeah, I don't know what that meant, so.
It has sold over, 50,000 copies.
And the second best I remember was like 5,300 or something like that. It was out.
yeah,
it
like
was
I
outright
could
beating
have sworn
everything.
it was like 50,000 you put. I'm like I was wondering actually if it was a typo.
No, it was at 50,000 units, so it is really...
That's crazy.
But it was
Love
too big.
Live appeals to a lot of people with all those characters.
Yeah, like everybody, if you any type of quirk or if you have a special type of character, like if you like tomboys or big tits or no,
So it's got it all pretty much.
cutesy. They have every type of character, really. So okay, we went above our expectations. We met our expectations, and now we have the disappointments of this season. Let's start with.
This is where it's gonna get fun. We're gonna get a flame for it.
Yeah.
I love it.
Kanja, Ga flag.
Kanja.
Whatever.
Kanojo?
Yeah, it's Kanojo.
Yeah. Okay, I totally read this wrong. When her flag breaks.
You know what? The way I read the synopsis, it was kind of setting me up for no kame, like something like that.
Are you talking
So I
about
thought it
outcome?
was- Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, now come.
That's what we call it. I'm sorry.
No kame, that's what I call it. I don't care. Fuck you guys. But no, I was expecting it to be hilarious. Like, no kame was.
I was expecting it to be a crossover between Nowcome and The World God Only Knows, if you've seen that.
Yes.
Like, I was thinking like a hybrid of that, and I was getting really pumped. And
But The World God Only Knows, it's hilarious too. It has good comedy, a good harm, and it's just like, it's enjoyable to watch. The first episode, the jokes were not really there, but it was alright. You're expecting the first episode it's going to pick up, and then it just kept getting worse and worse.
Never really did pick up. And
No,
the girls,
it
the harem theme's a little bit weaker.
It threw too many girls at you too fast that you couldn't connect.
And he's
and
conquering them like
and-
fucking snap of the fingers. Like, it's not even, and they're not even that great of conquerors. It's just like 5 seconds.
And then they also have that awkward side story that.
You're talking about like the main plot.
Beyond awkward.
We don't want to go too far into that, but
yeah, the main character's quest for himself.
Yeah,
Or
no.
whatever.
the whole thing, they do the whole thing with how he can see flags, and it revolves around that, and how he got his powers, and why he has them, and they just should have basically kept it as a slice of life, I think.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, it could have gone a slightly dark direction. I've been okay, but they've just gone overboard on it, and it's not even a good direction. I think everyone agrees it's a pretty poor direction.
Next up, Mikaku City actors. Let Nathan take the floor because he is the hype master when it comes to this show.
Wait, let who take the floor? I'm sorry.
Necromancer!
I don't know
said
any
Necromancer.
that's... No, you
Every time
totally...
you mess up, a puppy dies.
Alright, so, I was looking forward to this, but I can see why it went in the wrong direction. I've been listening to the Kagero project since it really came out, because if you don't know, I'm a huge Vocaloid fan. I love every main Vocaloid, love all the big producers. So, going into this, I was expecting a lot. I was expecting to be I know there's now the manga, which I was reading quite a bit, and I followed that a little bit, and I didn't read the light novels, because fuck, that's too much reading. So, first episode, I saw a little flaw, they kind of made his room too futuristic, but I was like, okay, I'll look past that, it might be good. And then, it wasn't until, the third episode, they kind of tried to conclude the first episode, and they just rushed it, and it just seemed bad then, but I still had my hopes. I could not let fucking Jintoke fucking try to put me down, because it was a good show, but
not coming from reading the source material, I thought the first 3 episodes were good, but you obviously have seen the PV, and since you know that they rush things and stuff.
I can't really say, the first 3 episodes aren't really based off the PVs, they are, but the story is more from the manga, which I'm reading too, not just fully. But, the first 3 episodes were good, but I love the art. It's all based Shaft, because Shaft is really based, if you didn't know that.
Yeah,
but it was...
so is their CGI. Keep going.
Yes. It wasn't until more the later episodes, especially the one that just happened now, that they kind of took away from... Well, they really took away from the characters. Mary is supposed to be a more shy, timid kind of character. They made her just a cute, klutzy one. Which she is kind of klutzy, but it's because of her shy, timid. So they took away from that. Shido is supposed to be more, I guess, Sandra than what she really is. She's more...
Sandra. Keep going.
Yeah. Yeah, she really is supposed to...
Shut up, Chris. Let him go.
Yeah.
We're gonna be here all night. We're gonna be here
I
all night.
blame the alcohol. But wait, where was I now? Fuck you, Chris.
Okay, well,
I hate Chris.
I know. We probably shouldn't go through every single character. I think you
Yeah,
should sum it up as in the characters are off, all of them. They don't portray them right.
Yes, but okay, I'll just end this up quick of why I could see it being bad, because it's something based off of a Vocaloid, which, if it ever gets an anime adaptation, will be the worst thing. Even though the Vocaloid unofficial manga was kind of cute, but look at Blackrock Shooter. That was based off of Vocaloid again, off of Hatsune Miku, and it had a huge fan base because the Vocaloid fan base is huge, so they really drove it. They drove the sales of the figures and everything through the roof. But both the OVA and the anime itself were bad, but it's the fan base that keeps it alive.
The animation was very good, though.
It was. The Dark World scenes were amazing, but the story was shit.
I was talking with Eric earlier, and how I felt. Sensei. God damn it! I don't fucking. Okay, can I just call you Eric? Come on, guys.
No,
You're breaking my balls. Okay. I was
add
talking
the
with
name.
Sensei
That's two
earlier.
dead puppies, by the way.
Oh my god. Talking with Sensei earlier, and I was talking about how this actually felt like a giant experiment for Shaft, and like how they're experimenting with CGI and kind of lots of different artsy effects, and like this is like the first time that they like actually tried implementing music videos into their animes. Like, I don't know, it seemed more of an experiment, and they kind of, hopefully they can learn from it, but that's what I got out of it.
But the thing, Shaft doesn't do anything that they don't think is going to make them money.
Really?
And, yeah, that's Shaft. And
Well, that's
it is
actually
making
pretty
them
good.
so much money. Because, as I said, the Vocaloid fan base is boosting this. They're the ones buying everything. And it is selling well, decent. And it's going to have figures out its wazoo, and it's going to sell.
Okay.
It's going to make them money.
Alright, so I think, anything else, Eric? I know me and Neko kind of...
Everything Neko said, pretty much.
I would like to say that there weren't near enough sparkles.
For what?
Oh, I have something I can add to it.
Not enough sparkles in Shaft in this Shaft animation.
Oh.
Not enough sparkles.
What about head tilts? Did your head tilt quota
Dude,
met?
way too many head tilts. Too many. Like
There's never enough head tilts.
I've seen too many.
Chris, you're
That
fired. Chris, you're fired. Okay, we've talked about Nakaku City for like 20 minutes.
But let me just end it
Okay.
with one more comment.
Okay.
Not enough NA.
Not enough what? Not enough
NA.
NA. Absolutely!
That
The
was
truest
the
statement.
disappointment of the biggest disappointment for me.
Where the fuck
I
is
saw
NA?
Loved her, and where the fuck did she go?
Okay, next up, I'm gonna let Neko take the floor, because I think he's the only one... Chris is kind of caught up. Day Live.
Yoshino, that's all I have to say. No, actually, there wasn't a lot of her this season until the very last episode, and she really had a kind of cool part. But I guess it's, your straight up Data Live. The quality, the art style was terrible. It was bad this season. I think that's the main thing. Well, not main thing. One of the main things that's really dragging down the sales. But other than that, the twin arc, that was, fan servicey and it was fun. And then they got to Miku. Miku, I like her as a character. She starts off kind of a bitch, but you kind to fall in love with her near the end. And I found they really drove that in the last episode. The only part that I didn't like was really the Dark Toka arc, because I was really looking forward to that. I love, just the imagery of Dark Toka, and they really rushed it, and they could have made her fight so much better.
Alright, I think that's pretty good. Overall summary. Next up, Akuma no Riddle. Go, Eric.
This was... I don't really know what I expected, but I guess I kind of expected if anyone's ever watched the movie Battle Royale. Has anyone watched it here?
Oh, I love Battle Royale.
Yeah.
yeah.
Did you get that feel?
Watch this shit. Keep going.
But Neko, you got that feel too, that this was going to be kind of like Battle Royale, right?
I can see that, but a little bit different.
Yeah, a little bit different.
Okay, if you haven't seen Battle Royale, there is an Americanized version of it called The Hunger Games.
Oh, okay, that
Pretty much
makes my life a lot easier. I haven't seen that movie, but I at least know what that is.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Anyway, moving on. Akuma no Riddle was a show I wouldn't say I have low expectations or high expectations. Just I thought it'd be something I could watch as a time waster, really. And it's kind of hit that mark, but at the same time, so many episodes were so annoying, especially the first 6 mostly. They just kept ending off, anticlimactic things.
I think at the beginning of the last season, we had like 3 or 4 Yuri shows, and now this is our only Yuri show this season, and everyone's saying it was the year of Yuri. And I think that's pretty much.
No, but the funny thing is, a couple people were turned off who don't like Yuri, but honestly, there's almost been no Yuri, or even very few Yuri undertones in this show.
But there's no male protagonist, guys. I can't watch it.
Yeah, I've heard that comment a couple times. It's an okay show, but they missed the mark on so many things. I like to call it a poor man's Mariah Nick.
Alright.
Actually,
Actually, I was kind of into it until the first fight scene. That really dropped the ball. I was expecting some crazy
60
fight.
second?
60 seconds.
wow, really?
Shit.
Oh, yeah, I mean, the longest fight they had until episode, 8 was about a minute and a half. It was too disappointing, and finally, around episode 8, it started revving up, and it's gotten decent since then, but it's not, I don't know if it's going to be enough to forgive it for a lackluster plot, a very, very slow beginning, just non-memorable characters. I mean, can you remember half the characters' motivations half the time, or even their names?
Nick, or how caught up are you? Didn't you drop it episode?
Yeah.
Well, that was my complaints with the show. None of the characters are very memorable, and they just leave off saying, without knowing what happens to them. It's just annoying.
Alright. So the next 3, just kind of like shit. I think all of us watched one episode of each of these, so let's just go through them really quickly. M3, who the fuck's watching M3?
Oh my god.
Watched
That
one
show-
episode.
Like I say, it's the worst selling anime of recent history, as I can see. I'm pretty sure one of the last ones, from my memory, was Nichi Bros, and that sold so bad that the manga got canceled. From what I remember, don't quote me on it, but yeah, it's terrible.
So is it selling as worse as that? Worse than that, or as bad as that?
Worse than that.
Wow. Okay.
I did look at the sales figures, and they were absolutely pathetic. Almost no one's pre-ordered it.
Okay. And it's kind of funny because they were hyping it on I'm not sure if they're hyping it, but they waited a long time to release details, and I think they had a teaser site or something out. And it was kind of weird, and it was only till the last few weeks before it came out that it actually got a synopsis that we knew what it was.
And I'm just going to take a quick little thing, this is a lot of cardinal sins of mecha anime with very dark tones, very edgy and dark past main character kind of thing. And, it automatically turned me off. I said, this is just every mech anime in recent years.
Okay, KOS. Knights of Sidonia.
It's
Touchy
so-
subject.
It is so ugly. I think it beats out Ping Pong for the ugliest anime of the season.
God, that's brutal.
I hate CG
A little
so
bit.
much.
Wow.
I can't say that I'm watching Makaku, but Makaku CG was so much better. And that,
Are you serious?
Did
No,
you
no.
watch?
Did you watch Makaku? Yeah.
that was a joke, just to piss off people. But no, I can't get into it. And that third gender girl, I don't even know what the hell that's about. That's all I know of it, that it has bad CG and some bitch who isn't kawaii isn't even a girl. So. That's all I know.
CGI I thought was okay, but there's a lot of things that turned me on about it. It just wasn't very interesting. And I hate, like Devin, we and Devin had a conversation about this, shows with talking animals or familiars that don't really feel like they fit.
Oh,
It
there's
kills
one
it.
of those?
Yeah, there's a talking bear, and it pisses me off.
What?
As soon as I saw that bear, I literally X'd it out. I was done.
Oh god. So next, I'm not watching it. I didn't watch the Parent series. Some people watch the Parent series here. Soul Eater or not?
How about Soul Eater Can You Not now?
Oh, come on.
Pretty bad.
You're fired.
Alright,
Safety
Fired,
defense,
everybody.
I
Neko's
guess
the
I'll-
only one that stays.
I'll make something about it. So, I like the Soul Eater world. I like the concept. I thought it was kind of cool. I tried watching it once. Couldn't get past the characters. Okay, try watching it again. Couldn't get past the fucking antagonists. And then I finally got through it. And then I see this. I'm like, okay, cute girls and Soul Eater world. That sounds like it might appeal to me. Because, I like the world. Nah.
Like Moe.
Yes, Moe Soul Eater. And it was cool that you see the cameos of every other character that wasn't Soul Eater to kind of appeal to both fans, but they tried too hard to make it something, and it was just a big pile of shit. That's all it was.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
The
Jeez.
characters feel like very overused archetypes.
Oh, I saw the PV, and they would look like archetypes to me, so copy and paste. But
Did we talk about Black Bullet?
no, we didn't, and we actually missed something else that we're going to talk about at the end. So let's just hurry and hit ping pong.
Okay, ping pong. Best anime of the year.
AOTS Simulcast Central.
Yes.
Undisputed.
That's all.
It
That's okay.
wins.
That's literally all we're going to say about it.
Not even anime of the season, anime of the year.
Yeah,
Yep.
I think so.
You know, we should just stop Simulcast right now. Everything ping pong page.
Ping pong wins, guys.
Ping
Okay,
pong.
So innovative.
we did not talk about two things, and I'm sorry about
Experimental
that.
animation.
We did not talk about Magical Incest High, Mikato no Retsu, which I don't know if I guess it met expectations? I think it met expectations for me.
It
Yeah.
pulled above expectations for me.
Yeah, Chris, you were like looking at the cover art and you were cringing, and I'm like,
The cover art, the description even made me cringe a little bit. Like it seemed like an anime that I've already seen 100 times.
Yeah, this show, I can't say it's like every anime ever, because it actually does a pretty good job, albeit boring, of explaining how the magic works and caste system.
that is cool.
That's definitely
It's cool, but I think they talk about it too much.
I absolutely agree. I mean, there are times I'm actually skipping through it.
Are you serious?
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, I'll skip through some of the dialogue because it's so boring.
Wow.
Okay, Eric, go.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Chris. You're not getting enough screen time.
When I said that it seemed like every like a bunch of shows that I already watched, I was talking about the description. When I actually watched it, I was definitely impressed because the animation was awesome. The story was different, with more discrimination than most shows, which most shows don't really talk about discrimination. Actually,
I don't know. That's actually become a pretty popular thing.
Yeah, like, for example, Black Bullet!
That's,
which...
are we really going to veer into that right now?
Yes, we're gonna do this. So did that meet our... Okay, I think that went above expectations for me.
Oh,
Absolutely.
Absolutely
I
fantastic.
think the only thing that
Tina
I found...
Sprout.
That's got Tina Sprout. It does have Tina
Yeah,
Sprout.
that's definitely my top 5, like, in the 2 or 3rd
Worst
column.
Loli? Yeah, she kind of is.
Oh,
Anna.
God, Neko. Your shit
There's
taste.
Neko with
You
his,
fell in love with Fuse
Fuse.
for like
Yo.
5 minutes, like immediately.
Yo,
That's
what's
not
wrong
even-
with Fuse? She is so cute.
She hasn't even had any airtime. Has she even
Neko,
spoke? I think
Would I
she
use this
spoke
girl if I
once.
added cat ears on me?
I would love you. I don't know. Fuse is just...
Okay.
I was always an Enju person, but I don't know.
Yeah, people have honestly tossed Enju to the side. That's sad. I really like Enju, and I can kind of see things getting darker for her.
I think the whole show is like the dark undertones are done extremely well. It's probably the darkest show this season. I would say.
probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's not afraid to go there.
I feel like this
Especially
is...
the last episode. The last episode
Which you won't
Thanks.
spoil.
You were.
was the icing on the cake.
That was terrible.
yeah, without spoiling anything.
It kind of takes the Madoka Magic formula, like with dark undertones,
Dark
and
with
lollies,
cute, kind of,
adorable
sometimes.
lollies, and it does moe so much better than Madoka Magica. Madoka Magica really isn't moe.
Yeah, I can't really call that.
And
moe.
like every 2 seconds from a minute, like you give it a minute's notice, it's moe, and then we're back to like this dark, serious topic about death.
Yeah, I really feel bad for the cursed children.
Yeah.
one of the things that's made the show so good. Like we were talking about, discrimination being a popular thing. I think this is one of the shows that's done it the best.
Yeah, portrayed it the best.
Yes.
Definitely.
Oh,
Yeah.
I mean, I know a lot of people were reading comments from the last episode without spoiling anything. A lot of people were walking away from the computers. They were
They were
stopping
crying.
watching
Like there's people
it.
having emotional breakdowns. Yeah.
Even
Yeah,
before
I mean-
that big scene, I really feel bad for the blindfolded Loli. I don't know her name.
Ai-chan is what we've been calling her because she.
Oh, she's so...
Ai-chan.
I want the best for her. I would give her all my money hands down right now.
And I think me and Dan were talking about this. That's one character we don't want to switch place with is Rentaro.
Yeah.
That'd be kind of awful.
Yeah.
Like part of
like-
me says yes because lollies, but then you think about it and you're like, wow, this guy has a hard life.
He'd be
Mhm.
depressed all the time.
Yeah, always.
And
he
one
is
thing I
really
kind
a
of like
good MC.
Yeah,
He
he's
is
a really good MC. We should have like an MC thing later, like about
He
some
probably
of
is
the
the
best
best MC this season.
MCs. In Neko's opinion. I definitely agree. He's very, very good. I think. Wait, did we just cover everything?
I would like to touch base on Eska and Maji real quick.
Okay, since you watched that, I only watched 4 episodes, so go ahead and take it.
I would say with Eska and Lanji, when I went into it, I wasn't expecting a whole lot. I was expecting for it to tell me whether or not I want to buy the Atelier games. It definitely convinced me, and after the first couple of episodes, it's a very cute, episodic show where you can just kind of sit down and watch and enjoy. Just something you can
definitely
be calm.
cutesy and very episodic, yeah. Which we're not really seeing a lot. Like, I'm not talking like slice of life episodic either. We're talking we're talking mushishi episodic,
Fantasy.
like old style kind of. It reminds me a lot of old school anime. From the little I've watched, but
I definitely found that it was it's very fun to watch. The setting is really great.
Okay, I think that's fucking everything. I bet you this is like over an hour.
Well, no, I think we can, switch to a couple of topics. We never actually got to characters that need to be nerfed.
We didn't mention Oni-sama! Oni-sama from Magical Incest High needs to be fucking nerfed. Yeah, I'm sorry I made that transition. That's why you were mad. Okay. Yeah.
And I know a couple people trying to explain, I've become paranoid worse than Hitler forever for giving criticism for this anime. Even if I like.
One of the things about Incest High is all the characters need to be nerfed. Because it seems like anyone with magic is just invincible.
Wait, what? No, Oni-sama can shut them down. Anybody that has magic, Oni-sama can do
No,
it.
I'm saying, like, if someone with magic goes up against someone without magic, like, even if it's, like, an entire army, they're
I see what you're saying. Like, one person with magic against the rest of, like, that whole organization or whatever they were doing. That was retarded, because that was a one-sided fight. There's no way they could win that.
In the episode... Oh, I can't really say it without spoiling, so I'll just say that there can be times where humans feel like they should be able to beat someone with, a gun or something, but they can't do it. But the magic's too powerful.
And especially with Oni-sama's case, like, he has a weakness apparently, but they never show it. Like, he there is no struggle in the fight. It's one-sided pummels. Like, all the way.
He beat one of their school's most talented, Bloom, in 6 seconds. That's no exaggeration. That's how fast he beat him.
It's so ridiculous. Okay, so is that it? Is that everything?
Anyone want to add a topic? Anything,
No, I'm all out of shit to talk about.
I'd like to say, one more thing for closing. As this being our first podcast, we'd love to hear, some reactions, some suggestions for our next podcast, and just criticisms and, likes, comments, whatever.
Alright, you heard it from Sensei.
Oh, this is going on our YouTube, right? So like and subscribe like everyone else tries to do all that shit, share it, I don't know.
If you like and subscribe.
If you like us. If you don't like us, then don't do anything.
Yeah.
If you're cool, like and subscribe us.
If you like and subscribe, Neko will do a thing.
Yeah, I will. I do things all the time.
Yeah, he'll do a thing for you. Alright, well that's it. See you next time, guys.